Hey everyone, and welcome. So, you've probably been using SQL to pull data, right? Well, what if I told you you're only scratching the surface of what it can do? Today, we're going to unlock the power to transform your data right inside your query. Okay, let's get into it.
And this is the key idea right here. I want you to stop thinking of your database as just a big filing cabinet. Instead, picture it like a powerful workshop filled with all kinds of tools. These built-in functions, they're your power tools, and today we're going to learn how to use them.
All right, first tool we're grabbing from the toolbox, text functions. These things are absolute lifesavers when you need to clean up messy text data and make everything look consistent.
Now, don't get thrown by the term string values. It's just a technical way of saying, well, text. Things like names, addresses, product descriptions. Text functions let us play around with that text on the fly. Let me show you what I mean with a super simple example.
With this one simple command, you're telling the database, hey, take every name in that column and make it uppercase before you even show it to me. Now, what's really important here is that you're not changing the data that's stored. Nope, you're just transforming the output for what you need right now, like for standardized report. Let's see what that looks like.
And boom, there it is. On the left, you've got the original data, John. On the right, our transformed output, John, all caps. See how clean that is? It's an instant format change that makes reports look so much more professional.
And upper is just the beginning. You've also got lower to do the exact opposite, length to count how many characters are in a piece of text, and CONCAT, which lets you join different strings together, like a first name and a last name. It's a whole suite of tools just for text.
Okay, let's put our text tools down and pick up the next set. Now we're talking about numbers. Whether you're working with sales figures, salaries, or sensor data, being able to calculate and format numbers is absolutely essential.
Number functions are all about bringing some much-needed precision and clarity to your numeric data. They let you perform calculations, and just as importantly, they let you clean up messy numbers to make them way easier to read and understand.
So, imagine you have a list of salaries with all those messy cents attached. With a number function like round, you can tell the database to round every single salary to the nearest whole number. That 0 you see there? That just means 0 decimal places. So simple, so clean.
And the result is so satisfying. A number like $45,250.75 instantly becomes a clean $45,251. The database does all the math for you, which is just perfect for those high-level reports where the cents are just unnecessary clutter.
And just like with text, there are more tools for the job. You've got ABS for absolute value. Then you have CAIL, think ceiling, which always rounds up. And floor, which, you guessed it, always rounds down. It gives you complete control over your calculations.
Our final tool category is one you're going to use all the time, date functions. Think about it. So much of our data is time-sensitive, from sign-up dates to transaction times, and these functions let us work with all that information so effectively. Date functions are your go-to for grabbing the current time, calculating how long it's been between two events, or even just pulling out specific parts of a date, like only the year or just the month. They make working with time-based data incredibly straightforward.
So what if you need to know the exact date and time right now? Well, SQL has a function for that. Now acts like a stopwatch, asking the database server for its current, precise date and time, right down to the second.
And that's really the best way to think about it. It's a direct question, and you get an immediate, accurate answer. This is perfect for things like timestamping when a new record was created or some important event occurred.
And beyond now, you can grab just the current date with CURDATE, or you can dissect any date value to pull out just the year, month, or day. This is fantastic for grouping data, like finding all the sales that happened in December across multiple years.
So, we've collected 3 powerful sets of tools, but the real magic, the really cool part, happens when we start using them together in a single query. This is where you can truly transform your raw data into a polished, insightful report. Okay, let's put it all together. We can ask the database for 2 transformations at the same time. We can tell it to get all employee names formatted in uppercase and get all their salaries as clean, whole numbers. This is where the efficiency really starts to shine.
And here is the result. This is our payoff. In one single command, we've created a clean, formatted table that's ready for a presentation.
The names are standardized, and the salaries are easy to read. This is the power of SQL functions in action.
So, quick recap. You now have a brand new, versatile toolkit. You can transform text with things like upper, you can calculate numbers with round, and you can work with dates using now. These functions are really the fundamental building blocks for some powerful data analysis.
This really gets you thinking, doesn't it? With these new skills, what kind of patterns could you uncover in your own data? What kind of reports could you generate now? The ability to clean and shape your data on the fly just opens up a whole world of possibilities.
So join us next time because we're going to move on from just transforming data to actually changing it by learning how to add and update records directly in your tables. See you then!